From the shadows of New York's Manhattan skyline to Arizona's Valley of the Sun resides a radio program the world over has been waiting for. Hosted by two men no one has ever heard of. It's a place where idiocracy runs free and rarely a point is made. Kieran.
Peasants, I can't deal with this. I am Rocket, Sir Rocket of Elmont.
Rocket.
Winthrop, get the yacht ready. We're going to Mond.
Together, these men will bring you laughter at any cost, even if that means sacrificing their own egos or well-being. So put your brains on standby. Sit back and relax. The boys have returned. Lunatic Radio starts now.
Yeah, hey. Welcome, everybody. It's the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran. That's Rock way over there.
Hi, remember me?
The guy behind the guy. I don't know what to say. It's Rock, everybody. He's back.
So I'm behind you? I like that.
Leroy Jenkins is here as well. It's a full crew on the Sunday. This is how podcasting started, folks. Well, minus Leroy Jenkins. Sorry, Leroy.
Not a problem.
Yeah, podcasting started with Leroy Jenkins. Oof. Joking. Come on. I don't get out much.
No wonder why the medium hasn't taken off. Oh, sorry.
So
Joe Rogan seems to be doing pretty well. I don't know. Welcome. It's the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran. That's Rockway over there. Leroy Jenkins are sitting next to me in studio. And this is the comedy talk radio show. We do wacky bits on it.
I'm only as happy as Leroy Jenkins is happy. So if he's in a good mood, then I'm in a good mood.
In a good mood, Leroy Jenkins?
I don't know. It's tough.
Fuck it. I'm out. Leaving.
Pussy breathing.
Fuck yeah, I'll hit that button way more times this show. So get ready.
Is that like your Friday night buttons that you're hitting? Because I don't know.
No. What do you think? We have like the cliche fucking hip hop horn on Fridays.
Right,
come on. Apparently we hit it on Sunday too. It's fine. Where did that sounder come from? I feel like it's just they got to get rid of it. It's time that, like Leroy Jenkins told me months ago, to get rid of the fucking jizz sound effect that I've had for 27 years, and I finally did.
Wow.
Tone it down. All I can say is tone it down. You know, put it on the back burner. You know,
I put it on the back burner. It's fucking gone.
He got rid of it completely.
I know. I completely deleted it. Now I got "Pussy Breathing" by fucking Cardi B and a yeast infection.
You want a fucking yeast infection?
That's like very well right there. Yeah, it is the LR show, everybody. I'm Kieran Rock, and everybody's back. It's fun. Rock and Leroy don't do the show that often. It's exciting when you're back. Maybe you guys should do it every 3 months.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because I actually get excited when we have a full show.
Yeah, it's like something new.
Yeah. Follow us on all the social media websites at Lunatic Radio on the Instagram and Twitter. I actually have a lot programmed for today, I think.
Although I am around, as Kieran has learned, and whenever he makes a comment about me on other shows, that's when I pipe in.
Like other shows, like I'm doing the fucking Chaos Radio or something.
You do shows on Wednesday and Friday, so
it's pretty much the same show. It's just it's the same show.
Yeah.
Like, I use the same sounders. I use pretty much the same goddamn imaging and all that other stuff. It's the same damn shows. It's just different people on.
There's no real original ideas. I get it.
Zero originality.
John D. Noodle wants the hot chick interludes.
What is that?
Yeah.
Is that the Wednesday show thing? I don't know.
That was the new bit we started doing, Rock. I started figuring out I should probably get hot chick interludes. Remember, like, so what I do is, like, when we have a lull in the show, I'll play.
You mean from 8 p.m. Eastern till around 9:30 p.m. Eastern?
Usually in 20-second increments. I'll play a little like intermission music.
Okay.
And I'll just show graphics of hot chicks.
Oh, see, that's thinking.
Until you think of your next topic, and
I like where your head's at.
So we stare like a little Lexus Texas ass for about 20 seconds.
Right.
Then we go, oh yeah, that thing. thing. That's what I wanted to talk about today.
Right.
And then you come back to the show.
All right.
It
See,
kinda
I
works
get
out.
it.
That's what doing 3 shows a week starts doing. It starts coming up with ideas, like new
Right.
things.
Oh, yeah, but it's like one idea every 3 weeks. They don't fire out the like. Here, I'll even read you one of my notes. This is actually a thought I had
boy.
the other
Oh,
day.
boy.
There's way more cameras in this world than mirrors. What the fuck? That's a thought I wrote down.
Wow.
If you think about it, if you go back 30 years, there are a lot more mirrors than cameras, I would imagine.
And then you had girl camera mirror. So there's that.
And then girl camera mirror came around. That's when girls started, wearing bikinis and taking pictures of themselves in a mirror. And then now the tide has turned. Cameras have taken over mirrors.
Wow,
Rock.
fascinating.
See? Look at it. Look at Rock's face. It did the same thing to me the other day. I'm sitting there at the gym and I had a head cock like a dog or like a mentally handicapped kid looking at a Ferris wheel. Like it's just a head cock. And I was just like, is that a thought?
No, I took it as mirrors are taking pictures of girls now. And I'm just like, what? How does that work?
No, but there's more cameras because everybody's got a camera in their pocket now.
Oh.
Back in the 1970s, there were a lot more mirrors. See, the reason why this thought came to my head is because I saw a 55-year-old guy sitting and flexing in a mirror, like staring at himself.
Yeah, Kieran started to rub one out.
And I was like, yeah, hold that pose for a second. I was like,
We're almost done.
I walked over and said,
How you feeling? Godlike.
yeah, no. So I was just like, wow, that's weird, And I was like, man, 30 years ago, that's how you stared at yourself if you were narcissistic. But now you just have a camera in your phone and you just fucking, you stare yourself through a camera. There's a lot more cameras than mirrors now. I don't know if that's a thought. I don't even know if that's interesting. It's dumb.
No.
But I wrote it down as a show note. I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel as my.
You're doing a lot of shows. What can you gotta come up with these ideas.
You weren't even smoking weed or anything.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the Wednesday shows and the Friday shows sometimes are like, "Hey, welcome to the LunaticRadio.com show. I'm Kieran." All right, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Yeah. Sometimes I literally I draw blanks.
No, come on. You're doing on Wednesday. You guys were talking about. I think you were talking about Sopranos or some shit. I forgot.
You were listening to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Whoops. Whoops.
I don't know.
Gave that away. Cat's out of the bag now.
By the way, I want to point out at the top of the show that there is one 52-year-old female, Rock, in this world that I would give my right fucking arm, and that's the arm I jerk off with, to bang. Can you guess who that is? I'll give you
52, huh?
I'll give you some intermission music. Go ahead. Rock's thinking. This is Rock's thinking music. Who is the 52-year-old female?
Is she an entertainer?
Yes.
Is she a musician?
No.
Is she a porn star?
No.
Is she a movie star?
Yes.
Is she
Julia Roberts?
No. Wrong.
That was a good guess. Is she an Oscar-nominated actress?
That I don't. Yes, I think so.
Is it Mark Wahlberg?
Absolutely, Mark Wahlberg. I can't wait to get on the knees and. Yeah, absolutely.
It's Oscar
John D.
nominated.
Noodle checking in. Kate Beckinsale. No, she's not 52.
52.
Don't Google it.
I'm not.
I can see you. Come on, Rock.
An actress. So she's an actress who's 52.
Celebrity movie star. That's what you got. 52 years old.
Roseanne.
Is she blonde?
Negative.
No, like a brunette.
52-year-old celebrity movie star female that I would give my right arm to bang.
Wow.
Does she have an ethnic name?
Yes.
Oh.
Ethnic name. There's a new clue.
What's her name? That Bo something? Bo
Is she married?
Bo Derek?
Bo Derek.
Bo Derek's like two.
Is she married?
That I don't know. Do not know.
ethnic name.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know who it is, but I can't think of the name.
Yes, it's a unique name. Not many people have this name.
Sue
Actually,
Simmons.
know her. Sue Simmons. What the are you doing?
Michelle the Pandy.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ethnic.
Anybody else guessing?
I think you're gonna have to.
52-year-old.
Does she have dark hair?
Yes.
Kind of curly.
No,
She's about 5'7".
don't think so. No.
You got an ethnic
Sure.
name, you said. It's an ethnic name.
Yeah, like
She's not
like Latina.
Yeah, you know.
It's Latina.
Sophia Vergara?
Nah,
No, but
she's
I
not
wouldn't.
52.
Is she 52? She's not
I
52.
don't know.
She's got a 20-year-old, 22-year-old.
Oh,
son.
Salma Hayek coming in from John D. Noodle. Salma Hayek?
Good. That's it. Is that where she was in the
Winter chicken dinner.
She's getting a shower and some kind of
Pussy
thing.
breathing.
No, I actually, what will Tyler Durden do? Posted pictures of her in a bikini.
He's still around?
Tyler Durden.
What will Tyler Durden? Yeah, I think I'm the only one that goes to the website. Much
Damn.
like people who listen to this radio show, there's the same traffic on the Tyler Durden website.
I thought we
Good
were
job.
old.
Yeah, she is amazing. I wish I could show them to you, Brock.
I
right
think we
now,
know what
but-
Salma Hayek looks like.
Yeah, but at 52, she's unreal.
She was the
She has
taco and sausage party.
She has not aged a bit.
Fun
Leroy
facts.
Jenkins,
Fun
you-
facts.
can you see these? You can see them.
Kieran, if you want to get on that tip, then Jennifer Lopez has to be part of that conversation then.
49 years old. I got them all, Rock. I know the ages of all of them. She's not 52.
No, she's not.
I'm not 52, and she's got some bags.
I think
Whoa.
Salma. I think she recently
Tea
did.
bags.
Right.
Didn't she recently do like a
Right.
photo shoot or a video on Instagram or something of her on a vacation? She's sitting in some kind of like sauna, not a sauna, but like a
Oh, yeah, like a bathtub.
yeah, and the
Like
water's
steam
running
shower.
over and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And she's all naked and stuff.
The one of the greatest scenes in
Yeah.
movie history is Selma Hayek in A Dusk Till Dawn dancing with that snake on her
Right.
neck. You can't you can't it's all you can't draw a hotter fucking female
Did Rock say Cindy Crawford?
than her in that scene.
I did not. John D. Noodle did in the chat room.
She's 52, I guess, apparently too.
Cindy Crawford is 52, really? But Selma Hayek, I swear to God, look her
Yeah,
up.
Salma definitely over Cindy Crawford. I didn't have to look that up confidently.
Hey, Cindy Crawford, you know, she's got that when she was in the Pepsi commercials back in the fucking 80s, she had that mole on her
Right.
face, you know?
Right.
Yeah, back when she was 23,
Wasn't
that
it-
thing was fucking
Wasn't it, like,
endearing.
right here? or something?
52, it ain't so endearing anymore. That
Jeez.
ain't so, that thing's, you know, got to be removed, right, Rock?
I have a mole?
What about Uncle?
Mole. You now became mole.
Remember the part Uncle Buck where he's like, "Why don't you take this 50 cents? Go downtown, get a rat to gnaw that thing off." your
Yes,
face."
right. Yes.
Fucking A. Yeah. I figured
I
I'd
love
just
that
point out.
movie. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
So how you guys been? You haven't been around. What's been going on? Leroy Jenkins hasn't been on the show since December. Rocket, I forget. It was like 2-3 weeks ago he was on the
that
show.
sounds about right.
So how you guys been? Anything to add? Any update?
I've just been busy, man. Like last week, I was out west for a funeral, and then the week before, I had work on the weekend. So it's just been, one thing after another. So this weekend was a little quiet, although I do have to work after the show. But I wanted to make sure I dedicated some time to do the show. But it's been busy,
There you go. There's the Rock update. Leroy Jenkins, how about you?
It's important when Rock is here on Sundays. That's the OG. The original cast of the LR show.
The one half of the original Lunatic Radio show that figured out that podcasting wasn't a great idea.
He's been trying to get out of it since
Exactly.
like 2005.
Ronnie Beans many years ago, he just bailed out. And I was like, how dare he? And now I look back and like, he's a genius.
I think Rock on his first show, Beans on his first show came in and was like, yeah, I'm going to do 3 years, then I'm going to peace out.
He knew. He knew.
Yeah. Tia Leone, that's a good one. Tia Leone's pretty.
Leone.
Isn't it Taya Leone?
Tia Leone.
I get confused
Leone?
with what's her name from Wayne's World, or is that Taya Leone?
Sounds
Wayne's World. Oh no, the Asian chick. Yeah, I don't know where she's at. No, the Taya Leone she's in Madam Secretary.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking save the
here's
world.
one. Here's one I want to look up real quick.
Who's that?
What's her name? I don't know her real name, but Winnie Cooper. Isn't she up there?
Oh yeah, Winnie Cooper doesn't age. The girl from
Danica McKellar.
Seneca McKellar.
Danica.
That doesn't.
Danica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
She's only 44, so she's not really playing with the Selmas of the world, but
she's in the wheelhouse.
Yeah. 44.
That's Soleil Moon Fry.
Soleil Moon Fry.
Oh, how's my chick doing? Diane Keaton. Where's she at?
Pushing 60. Where she's at. She pushed 60.
73.
Yeah, she might be hitting triple digits pretty soon.
73.
Oh,
73. Yeah.
Diane Lane, 73.
Diane Keaton.
Oh. I was like, how old is Diane Lane? I don't know. He's in. Anyway, yes.
I'm already proving Chris's point from the Wednesday show that I'm quick with the internet. I like that on Wednesday. Kieran asked a question and it was just complete stop because no one wanted to look anything up.
Do you know? Yeah, I know. Do you know who's back in the news, Rock?
Me, because I'm on the show. No, who?
Do you remember the name Casey Anthony?
I do remember Casey Anthony. Lifetime shows aplenty based on her.
Who was Casey Anthony for the people, Rock?
She was that Hua that
Oh, be nice, Rock.
She was the one that she
killed her baby.
She killed the baby.
Her baby.
Her baby, right.
Yeah. But got off, right? She didn't
Yeah, the mom, I don't know, the parents were kind of like covering up for it too. Like they were kind of like, right? They kind of, the dad
right. They were on her side. Yeah. What?
Mm.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
Most beautiful actresses over 50. Leroy just handed this to me. Michelle Pfeiffer, Julianne Moore. No.
Well, I mean, it's just a list.
She was hot, and I kind of dug her in Meryl Streep. Come on,
Meryl Streep. Well, she's over 50. What
Karen Stone, I can give you.
Some people might have that preference.
Holly Hunter.
Gosh.
She's hot, right? Isn't she Wayne's World?
Isn't she lesbian?
Holly
Hunter.
So cross her off then.
I mean, I'm just throwing out information.
Emma Thompson. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, from Back to the Future.
Jane Seymour.
I've heard
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger.
Basinger.
Basinger. Samsonite.
I was way off.
Right here. Chris, will tell you, my internet was slow. Oh, all right. So Casey Anthony killed the baby, right?
Yeah.
Back in the news.
Why?
What do you think Casey Anthony wants to do now?
What does she want to do?
What does Casey Anthony want to do right now?
Porn.
Stop it.
What
No way. She wants to do porn?
Probably. This is the
Wait,
LR show.
Is this breaking news? Do I need to
Casey Anthony reveals she'll visit wife killer Scott Peterson.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the news story from the Daily Mail.
Killer?
Even though they had a news fucking outlet.
Can we get some breaking news sound?
Casey Anthony bombshell. Anthony has revealed only to us that she gave up big money when she refused to take.
Casey Anthony has 2 bombshells. If you know what I'm talking about. I like that. Would you bang Be honest with you, Casey Anthony looks like one of my ex-girlfriends.
How you feeling? Love life. Good. Thanks for coming by. Love you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Part in a reality show. And instead, she says she's hoping to spend her time helping wrongfully convicted people. And just wait until you hear who is at the top of her list.
Top of the list is Scott Peterson.
That makes no sense.
Did Scott Peterson like kill his wife and throw her into the fucking ocean?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the ocean.
Then he faked like he was all over CNN blowing everybody going, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know about that so much, but something like that.
Yeah.
Most of these,
I believe he was on fucking NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw blowing some guy going, I didn't do it.
No? Is that why Brokaw sounds like that with the slurred speech?
Oh, God. What do you got there, Leroy?
nothing.
Story here
Dynamite drop in money.
back in our LA newsroom. And Caitlin, who did Casey speak to and what's she now saying?
Well, Jesse, Casey Anthony's revelations actually came in an exchange of direct messages with Daily Mail TV via her independently authenticated Twitter account. Now, during these exchanges, she reveals she's visiting murderer Scott Peterson in San Quentin prison this summer. Now, Peterson is, of course, on death row for murdering his wife Lacey and their unborn son Connor.
Gonna be hard to turn that one around.
So what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do by visiting him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand.
She wants to be like the next Kim Kardashian and like release people from prison who are unjustly prosecuted.
Oh, because he should be let out. Is that what she's insinuating?
That's what she's fighting for.
Yeah. Casey also cancels the Daily Mail. Canceled plans to appear on a reality TV show, saying she turned down big money. Anthony was acquitted in 2011 for a 2008 killing of a 2-year-old daughter.
So Scott Peterson is writing to her.
In 2002. But Casey makes it clear in these messages that she believes there's other possible suspects in the murder of Lacey than Scott Peterson. Now, her visit to Peterson will involve a lot of paperwork since she did have 6 convicted felonies in Florida. But since California law doesn't ban convicted felons from seeing inmates in San Quentin, the warden is expected to allow the visit.
All right, well, Casey went on to say, my opinions on these cases will bring rage to so many people, but you know me, who gives a poop emoji? All right, Caitlin Becker in Los Angeles.
Wow, there you go, Rock.
Well, here's the I found a Fox News article from 2008 where Scott Peterson was writing to Casey Anthony while she was still on trial. So clearly their interactions go back quite far back.
It's like 2 people with AIDS. They need the fuck, you know? No one's going to touch them.
Well, who got arrested?
You know what I'm saying, Rock? She killed the baby. He threw his wife into the fucking ocean. The only way, like, they're not going to go out to the singles bars and start meeting people going, hey, what do you do?
Right.
Oh, I killed my wife, but I got away with it. I threw my baby into a fucking dumpster. What do you think about that?
Yeah. It's like swapping stories over there.
Yeah, they have to connect. You know what I mean?
They met on Bumble.
Let's see. Anthony said she has no plans on helping Jodi Arias. Jodi Arias is the chick
What'd she do?
from Arizona who killed her boyfriend. Currently appearing her life sentence for murdering boyfriend Travis Alexander. On Aries, Anthony said, I think she's guilty as hell. I would like to punch her in the face. So she doesn't like the other hot chick that killed the boyfriend.
By the way, when did Arizona become the new Florida? Like all these ridiculous news stories are now coming out of Arizona.
Well, that's because Florida got too filled up with people. And they're just like, where else can we go? Arizona. There you go.
I remember the site Fark when they just had Florida news stories, and it just it never ended. Now Arizona. It's the new Florida.
Casey Anthony, she plans to research the conviction of a child murderer, Daryl Router, 49, set to be executed in Gatesville, Texas.
Router?
Wow, she's really cool.
His last name's Router.
Why don't you try to get somebody out of like a DUI?
Yeah, really. Start small.
Start small. Small victories lead to big accomplishments. You know what I mean?
Some parking tickets or something.
Anthony also wants to investigate the 2013 death of a 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson in Georgia. His body was found rolled up in a wrestling mat.
Oh, wait. Was that the one that was in the gym? The kids, the students or something like that, like played a prank. I guess he got stuck in a wrestling mat and he found them like the next day dead. Is that the...
Wow. That really wasn't a good one. That's not a good prank.
But they were claiming, yeah.
Is that the Wednesday show or is that the Friday show sound?
They
were claiming that he did it himself.
They're all equally shitty.
Kieran doesn't favor any show.
I disfavor every. So they rolled the kid up in a mat and they left him there, and that was the prank.
Well, it's either
wacky hijinks.
But like the investigators were saying that somehow he did it to himself, like he got stuck in the mat by himself. I don't know if anybody got convicted on that, did they?
Was that in Arizona too?
Dude, like if in New York,
Georgia,
any kind of story that's like Florida or Arizona, it doesn't even show up on the radar.
No, it doesn't.
Everyday thing, somebody.
Although, you know what story did appear for some reason? I don't know why, but it was, I guess, because it was so silly about Arizona that the Arizona governor wants to create a tax for those who watch porn, a porn tax, and that tax money would go directly to the building the wall. Yes. Yes, you know it.
I will fucking.
What is the correlation between porn and the wall? I don't know.
Well, I could tell you, Republicans. That's your correlation.
All right, there we go.
So you got a Republican governor.
You talking to me? There's no one else here. You talking to me?
I'm just reporting the news, bro.
No, I will go taxi driver on that motherfucker if we get that through. That's what I'm going with, Rock.
No, correct me if is it a woman governor? Does Arizona have the female governor?
I will be on that Instagram later going, who's this motherfucker? Where is he at?
What are they really going to tax? Because don't you watch like free porn?
They're taxing my loads.
Oh, because the web addresses that you're visiting.
You can somehow get taxed.
I'm sure they can figure it out. Because now the net neutrality shit, or lack thereof, and it's all downhill here. It ain't gonna pass. I mean, let's be honest. It ain't gonna pass.
Are you saying in 2019, Rocket is saying to me right now that the governor in Arizona is trying to get a porn tax. So essentially, every load I blow is going to be taxed.
State Senator Gail Griffin, to be exact.
Of course, from a fucking person named Gail, who's never seen a dick since 1976.
Oh, well, we don't know that for certain.
Well, come on.
But we can make a safe assumption.
She's from Arizona?
Hey, Rock,
Arizona State Senator Gail Griffin.
Never even heard of her.
When you think of the name Claire, what do you think of?
Claire? No, Gail, not Claire.
Claire. What? Yeah, but I know. What do you think? If you let's go with
Claire.
Yeah, right.
I think of Claire Huxtable, Cosby.
Or a pastry.
Claire's a factor.
Claire's a factor. I couldn't say that.
Hey, Claire. Gail's the same thing. No one's banging a chick named Gail.
Yeah, so she wants to introduce a new bill that would force computer and phone retailers to install porn blocking software, which could only be removed for a fee of at least $20. The weirdest part, the money that was collected by the state would be used to help build President Trump's infamous wall.
Fuck you and your wall, Trump.
Wait a second.
Son of a bitch.
Read the John D. Noodle comment right there.
John D. Noodle?
John D. Noodle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they wanted to introduce a $20 tax, and assuming that 7 million inhabitants for that 6 billion wall money, every person would have to watch porn for 850 different devices.
Right. Well, I guess she's just trying to figure out ways to make a dime. I guess she's seen in the past couple of years an increase in porn views that may or may not correlate to Kieran McCann moving out there.
Well, when they name websites, yes, porn, please. Come on, how can I not go to
it? Not it. Enter and go to it.
It's probably because your viewers are getting this pro porn message from the LR show. They're like,
oh shit! Oh no!
You're pro porn.
This is the first time I'm actually going to dive into politics and be fucking really adamant about something.
He's going to protest. Don't tax my porn.
Yeah, I know. Kieran never cared about politics, but this, forget it. It's on.
You're out there picketing.
You can't charge me $20 a month to watch Alexis Texas do the fucking
no taxation. No taxation without ejaculation.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Where? Oh man, where is it? I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is.
No tax for titties. No tax for titties. No twats. Cost a lot. Twats. Cost a lot.
I don't know what I'm saying.
No taxation without ejaculation. That has to be the show title. I mean, that was perfect.
No taxation without ejaculation. No taxation without ejaculation.
I like to just see Kieran out there, in front of,
it's me and 3 meth heads.
In front of the Arizona Capitol building. But the irony is he's at the wrong building. He's at like some 7-Eleven thinking.
I'm at the hockey arena when they're playing the Capitals from Washington.
He's in front of bikini baristas.
That's what the Oh, that would be awful.
I
dude.
can't believe you didn't know about this story. I figured this was like hot news out there in Arizona.
I think I did. I did see it. I mean, I think a long time ago we covered it, but I thought it went away. Like, I thought it just was like a flash in the pan story and it went away. But is it trying to be pushed
this was a few
now?
weeks ago, the story, but it kind of popped up on me just like a week or so ago. So it's definitely lingering.
Kieran, this is close to like the Second Amendment for the right wingers. You know, you can't take my guns away.
Yeah, motherfucker.
It's like can't take my porn away.
You can't take away the right. Well, they're not taking away the right for me to cock the hammer. You know what I'm saying,
No,
Rock?
I get it.
But they're charging me to do it. Imagine if you're a gun owner and you had like 6 guns, yet you were charged a $20 tax every month to hold your fucking.
Well, there are fees. You do have licenses.
Yeah, but is there like an annual monthly fee? Or
I couldn't say
yearly
monthly, but there are licenses that you have to get renewed once in a while. Imagine you have to get your like porn license renewed so you can watch porn.
The only motherfuckers, that line would be out the door.
It'd be worse than the DMV.
Yeah, it would be like Times Square on New Year's Eve every fucking day in that place.
Chris Italia, he corrected our slogan. It's supposed to be no taxation for ejaculation.
Oh, right.
Right.
That's true. That's a good point. See, Chris.
So I got to be a
Chris is a smart guy. That's why. Kieran.
Oh, I got to rewrite that sign. Yeah, I mean, porn's very important. Cardi B. I'll show you how fucking important it is. Cardi B, who, by the way, potentially very long shot, complete long shot, but there's a petition out there for Cardi B to give the rebuttal for the State of the Union, the next State of the Union.
Stop it! No way! Yeah.
That is fucking idiocracy. Jeez.
There is, right?
We're already there.
But yeah,
why do we keep saying it's here?
Who gives a shit?
Cardi B just played the AVNs last night.
Oh.
That's how important porn is. It's very popular. This is why this Gail cunt, Gail Force wins. I can still call a senator a cunt, right?
Is that allowed?
I don't know.
Can we check the censors? How's the room?
Here's
getting thumbs up.
At the fucking AVNs last night, singing her shit.
Come on, Rock.
She looks hot as fuck too, by the way.
Again, I mean, I'll keep asking this every time there's an. How come you didn't get a press pass for it?
Yeah, I will next year. I'm working on it, Rock. You know, my goal is to meet Alexis Texas. I gotta
man, that's a weird goal.
It's
man.
like like when
maybe you should try to go a little further and just meet her.
Yeah, really.
Meet her. Yeah, meet
like
her.
Just mount her.
Did I say mate?
Kieran's gonna hump her leg or something. Maybe you should try to penetrate the
language.
Penetrate the
penetrate's fine. This is a legitimate word, you know.
It's a
Dude,
legitimate word. Yes, it is, Leroy. It is a legitimate word. You're right.
Yeah, no. To me,
Kieran always has a problem when he looks at a big ass like on a chick. He's like, "How can I penetrate that? It's impossible."
Right. We were talking about that on
the
Friday.
math doesn't equate.
The size of Iggy Azalea's ass.
Oh, right.
You would need. I did the math, Rock. You would need a dick 9.5 feet long to touch her asshole.
Wow. And she's white.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's got a monstrous ass. I feel like she's trying to challenge Nicki Minaj for the world's biggest ass.
Have you ever seen on YouTube her old gigs before she got big, celebrity wise? Like she did gigs at like Bowery Ballroom in Manhattan and stuff. It's pretty wild to see.
Oh yeah.
And she's raunchy to say the least on her and in a live show. Jeezy Creasy. It's
really?
Yeah. Like that's what I was saying. Those yeah, I know. Sorry. Got a little feisty there. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
That's like the Simpsons character, right? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Flanders. How'd he do, neighbor?
Crazy.
No, yeah, you go like it's on YouTube. If you look up
Bowery Ballroom, Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, I think it was Bowery or Irving Plaza. But like, I mean,
did she have an ass back then?
She's basically outside of just ripping her like her leotards to the side. I mean, you're basically getting a show. It's kind of crazy.
Iggy Azalea beat down live from the Bowery Ballroom.
Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah.
Wow, she played the Bowery Ballroom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like before she blew up.
Rock and I all used to go here a lot. Wow, look at her. Wow, the audio really sucks because this motherfucker's like right on the stage. Does she get naked? I'm watching.
No,
she's
she's
wearing
not
a nice
naked, but she's just very I don't know.
Let me see if I can find a better one because this guy's like literally has his phone on the speaker. Like you fucking jacket.
I'm trying to find
Why would you even share that? It just sounds like a fucking car wreck.
Well, let's be honest. You're not watching it for the audio. You're not paying attention to the audio.
Where she is.
I'm trying to
Bowery Ballroom.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah, not that long ago. Wow, look at that ass. She wore a nice black dress.
Well, keep in mind that guy with the first video, he's kind of doing like up shots on her. So let's, call it what it is.
What's she saying? What's her lyrics? Rock's saying they're very graphic.
Well, I mean, she's just she's showing her butt a lot, It's
Does she have any graphic lyrics, Rock? Can you look that up?
Oh yeah, all her songs are fucking ridiculous.
Look that up.
By the way, cool teacher checking in as always. Iggy Azalea.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you go to actually, it's on MTV, but apparently she has a song called "Pussy." So there's that.
I was not at the AVNs. Next year, we're all going together. We're going to AVNs. We're gonna have a booth.
Rock, pussy is a legitimate word.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't it?
It's a legitimate word. Yes. Yes. Wait. Let's go to the judges. Yes. Yes, it is. It is a legitimate word.
Bell, please hit the bell.
For people who don't know the Bowery Ballroom, Rock, describe what the Bowery Ballroom.
It's like a very small venue. 500 legendary 500 people tops.
Actually played there. Metallica's played there.
Oh man,
isn't that ridiculous? Metallica's played like 100. How many people can you fit in the Bowery Ballroom?
Like about 500 tops.
So that's packed to the gourd.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's dirty, grungy. It's in a very kind of grimy New York City area. What's this bro gonna sing? Give me some cootie shit. There it is.
Is this the one that TJ likes? What was that song he liked? Murder Inc. or something?
Yeah, Murder Business.
Murder Business.
Yeah. And I suggested that's what she does on that
she play?
You can't even play it.
I can't play it. No, I think I can play concert footage, but I can't play. I don't know. I'll probably get flagged. And everything gets fucking flagged on the goddamn YouTube.
Yeah, but it must have been pretty crazy being at that show before because 2013. I think it was a little bit before she kind of got known.
It's only 2019. I watched her. I was talking to TJ about this. I watched her on a Dropping Cash Netflix show. She spent literally 150 grand on like 2 necklaces and a watch, like on the episode.
Wow.
I was like, Iggy. I was like, you got to save for the future. Like, because the future ain't so bright. What are you going to be doing? Fucking drop that ass songs for the next 10 years? No, you're not.
I guarantee that after that tape is cut, the fucking chains go back to whoever the seller is. The money goes back and they go their separate ways.
I would imagine, too. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem legitimate because that's ridiculous.
People do it all the time. Like, people look at like Floyd Mayweather as like an icon.
Plus she's like writing a check. Like, who writes checks these days anymore? You're like writing this big ass fucking cartoon check. I'm like, where'd you get that thing?
Can't you use debit?
Yeah. I mean, everybody has those swipers on their phone now.
Yeah.
You could just fucking do that.
Fucking swipe it.
You're thinking of a guy like selling merchandise from your home that's worth, 80 grand a piece.
How much you think your ass costs?
You would invest in like a swiper.
Fair question.
Oh.
How much you think that ass costs?
that ass.
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the county wanted her to zone that thing.
I like when you said the other day she should have bought a bigger sofa for that ass instead of the necklaces.
Fucking fat ass motherfucker.
Let's see.
She's got a bigger couch for that. That was good.
The fucking giant cavernous ass rock.
At some point, that's got to be like they're gonna reverse that shit and start taking some of the ass away, right?
I don't like. I kind of like the big ass, but like the cartoon asses that she has and like Nicki Minaj have and a few of the other ones.
They're getting crazy.
You don't want the cartoon.
They're getting out of control.
Like when you like these girls' asses are so big. When they take shits, I would imagine sometimes the logs get stuck. Like they get stuck halfway down the cheeks, Rock.
Look at Rock.
Do you think Larry?
Sometimes Kieran say things, and I just envision him like there's that pause, and he just like bites on an apple, and you just hear an obnoxious crunch afterwards. Like I just made a point.
There's so many more cameras in this world than there are mirrors.
Good point, Leroy Jenkins. Where'd you get that one?
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
You're not going with me on that one, Rock? I would imagine.
No,
About
I'm
the-
not thinking about women taking
issues?
poops.
They probably got a squatty potty. You know, one of those deals.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about,
Of
right?
course.
Oh, okay. Rock's with me. Kieran, I don't know. Never heard of one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what other song? Beat Down My World, Work, Bounce, Cheeks. She has a song called Cheeks.
Read me some lyrics, Rock.
For Cheeks?
Yeah, for something.
Can you get it a little beat behind it?
I don't think
I like when Rock does like these lyrics and he's
let me
kinda
see if I
sings
can get
just do trap music or something. Rock's a professional.
That's right. I don't even know. Let's see.
Cheeks. I want to hear Cheeks. with
All right, so
Rock's
Cheeks.
version.
Well, why don't I just read them?
Yeah, but do it. Here we go, Rock.
Here's a little. I can actually play this. So go ahead, Rock.
Hold on, I gotta put my other.
Like you're in the
Then I gotta do
studio,
this.
Rock.
Now you're gonna read the. Is this Rock doing?
Is this what they do? They put their hand on their ear.
Do you need another beat? I got another one.
That's fine. Who gives a shit?
Sounds like Knight Rider.
All right, hold on. Let me give you a little intro.
Oh, that was.
Here's Rock reading Iggy Azalea.
John D. Noodles like do Rock's mod talk music in the background. Yes. Yes. A little light rock.
Drop that beat.
There we go. Dropping the beat,
All right.
Rock. Ready?
I'm doing Cheeks.
3, 2, 1.
Whoop. Dropping the mic. I got excited. So fat it, just sit up on my back. Got you begging me to sit it in your lap. Make 'em holler encore when it clap. All them girls with the cheeks, where you at? All them girls with the cheeks, where you at?
Wait, cut.
Oh, wait,
Stop.
sorry. What's wrong?
Start from
the beginning.
Start from the top. Come on, man. Get into this.
Where are you at?
All the girls with the cheeks.
Where are you at?
I can't find the beat.
Give him another beat.
You want another beat? Here we go. Let's try another one.
Kieran, I don't feel comfortable singing this song. It's about like
do a
guys' penises.
Let's see.
She's singing about like guys and their their sex organs.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here's another one. This one's called. All right, you got another.
Take two, Rock. Come on.
All right,
take
take
two.
two.
Ready?
All right. Yeah. 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 So fat it just sit up on my back. Got you begging me to sit it up on your lap. Make 'em holla encore when it clap. All them girls with the cheeks, where are you at? I said, all them girls with the cheeks, where you at? All them girls with the cheeks, where you at?
Pussy breathing.
Yeah.
Make 'em holla encore when it clap. All them girls with the cheeks, where you at? Coke bottle shape, European model face. The way I make them shake, making money, I'll take some. I'll take some? Oh, the free chorus. Bend it over to the front. Put your fingers on your toes. If you got a fat back, where you let him know, huh? What? I don't like this song at all.
I love it.
So fat it just sit up on my back. Got you begging me to sit up on your lap. Make 'em holla, Uncle when it clap. All them girls with the cheeks, where are you at? I can't. I just can't.
Pussy breathing.
Chris Natalia saying this is a new intro song.
Yeah, right.
All right, drop that.
All right, there we go. There's
Oh,
Rock.
God.
Very good.
That was terrible. I felt very uncomfortable singing that song.
Oh, that sounded great, Rock, but I think we're needing to run through it again.
From the top, please. Right.
Yeah, good for you,
Kieran,
Rock.
did you see these lyrics?
No, I couldn't even hear it.
Thank God.
You were screaming.
I couldn't hear them. I'm
Okay,
sure
go
they're-
ahead.
Look up,
read it,
Iggy Azalea Cheeks lyrics.
Just read them to us.
So the lyrics go like this, Kieran. Here we go. So fat it just sit up on my back, got you begging me to sit it in your lap. So she's
talking about the ass.
Yeah. Cheeks lyrics. This is by Sweet Cheeks. Is that
no
not the same
Iggy
person?
Azalea? Oh, and then there's a music video that they have. You should go to genius.com. By the way, that's a great site for reading about lyrics.
She's thinking about Maurice Cheeks.
Oh, right. Maurice Cheeks.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Maurice?
Yeah. The basketball player, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It makes all sense now. It's not that offensive anymore.
Let's see what you got. Anything good? Coke bottle shape European model face.
What is that? Huh?
I think that's what she's describing
Coke
herself.
bottle.
The way I make a shake, making money, I'll take some. Rude girl running like a race. Got them gold medals, legs like my fucking dick in your face.
Language.
I'm adding my own fucking.
He's improv.
Mine second place. I wind up for you like a cuckoo clock. What?
You know, rap lyrics are horrible.
Then flat back
horrible.
hate, and I said, "Woo woo, stop."
Woo, stop. That was like your Christopher Walken right there.
Put your fingers on your toes. If you got a fat back, where you at? Let me know, huh?
Yeah, that was great. That was legendary. It's worth.
It's like written by a fucking 3-year-old. Fucking 3-year-old. This bitch has got 150 grand to stop on 2 fucking necklaces and a watch.
Don't you think she looks at the lyrics and she's like, seriously? You want me to read that?
The only thing she should be shopping for in that drop of cash show is an investment advisor because she's gonna be fucked. She's gonna be fucked, Rock.
Have you even heard from her from the past couple of years? I have.
Well, she stopped texting me, Rock.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
That's incredible.
There you go.
I hope someone enjoyed that because
I love it. I love it every time.
He's great. All right, let's.
I think we do it more often. We're gonna have something. You know what I mean?
Let's do a break, and I'm gonna try.
No, I don't know what you mean.
We'll do a break, and I when we come back, I'll try to explain this abducted in plain sight documentary I watched on Netflix. I have clips and all that.
Okay.
But I don't know if I can explain it because there's so much shit
This
that
sounds like a hell of a teaser.
We'll come back after break. We're gonna do something, but it's probably gonna suck.
There's more cameras out there and mirrors.
Just stick around. It's like think of my job.
There's a mirror with the camera. Get it?
All right, back right after this.
Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
Here comes the big intro for Emo Tony, everybody.
Hearing your fucking voice, it's twice.
All right, Emo Tony's going to get up on stage. Everybody, welcome Emo Tony!
The actual patrons here are disgusted.
Emo Tony has stepped up on stage, coming in at 420 pounds. He's wearing a t-shirt that says, "Boobies make me smile." It's Emo Tony, everybody. And he's dancing. Don't half-ass it. Go ahead, Emo. Yeah.
He's on the pole.
He's on the pole. He's working the pole.
He's getting into it.
He's getting
a fucking
pro. He just dropped down to it.
He is a pro.
Shaking his badunkadunk.
Look at this guy getting into it.
Emo Tony is up on stage dancing.
The dancers are going wild.
He's showing his stomach. I see a little ass crack. I'm ready to go home.
Wow.
That's it. Night's over. What was that pose, Bob? He's got to do some pole tricks. Emo Tony's
Look at
shaking
this
his
guy
ass.
go.
His ass his shorts are falling down. He's smacking his ass.
Tony.
He's doing like the Ride 'em Cowboy type of thing.
He's getting tipped. He's having money thrown at him.
People are throwing money at him. This is unbelievable. This is a first in the history of Los.
Oh no, the shirt's coming off.
Oh, the shirt is coming off.
Oh no.
Oh
God, this is sinful. Sinful.
Emo Tony. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Now those are some tits, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
He's built
Wow.
like a female dog.
What is he doing?
Oh! Oh! Ronnie Beans is here. Everybody grab a microphone. Ronnie Beans
Get on the
is
mic,
here.
Ronnie.
Ronnie Beans used to co-host the radio show. Grab the mic, Ron.
That pole is
Emo Tony
bowling.
is shirtless on stage.
Oh.
He's grabbing the pole. The pole might break.
Yes.
They're gonna have to clean that thing afterwards.
The pole is bending.
Wow. The pole is
It's shaking.
Bending. By the way, who invited the Michelin Man?
and Emo Tony is exhausted.
I thought it was a no crack weekend.
Emo is winded. I think he's gonna pass out at the end of the stage when the song is over.
He's pacing himself.
Hey, the stamina in this kid.
For the dancers,
Sandwich underneath one of his tits.
one of the dancers is holding up Tony's "Boobies Make Me Smile" shirt.
Oh, it's terrible.
Boobies do not make me smile right now.
No.
Emo Tony's ass is showing. People are throwing dollars at him. I believe it's the strippers
Yes.
paying back the
The
club.
strippers are sending money back.
I think he's out of gas. Girls are just throwing money at him.
They're giving him a refund.
He's shirtless. He's out of gas. He's out of gas. He's out of gas, everybody.
Tony is gassed.
Oh God.
Down destruction comes.
Somebody
Oh,
get him
my
off the
Lord.
stage before he passes out.
He's continuing. All right, he's being waved off. Emo Tony.
Yeah, Emo Tony.
Good job. Congratulations, Emo Tony.
Get your money, Tony. Don't forget your money.
Tony's the man.
Give it up for Emo Tony. That Paul has seen better days. Ronnie Beans joins us.
I tell you what, the two guys who are here not for the show are disgusted by what just happened.
Keith Evans, John Mayer,
Kelly Clarkson.
These celebrities have something in common. They don't follow Lunatic Radio on Twitter.
That's awful.
Join the cool kids on the internet.
Absolutely. Find us on Twitter.
At Lunatic Radio is our handle.
Find out when the show's broadcasting. Make your choice for Hottie of the Week. And whose turn it is to take Taylor Swift.
Dude, I gotta take this call.
You got to take a call.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No!
What the fuck? Just shut everything off. We're done.
It's nice.
It's over.
Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio.
Hit us up with a follow.
Donation. I thought it was trash. I do that every fucking time.
If you are a proud supporter of LunaticRadio.com show and you like to see the show flourish or just Rock and I become alcoholics, you can donate to the LunaticRadio.com show by simply going on our website, Rocket Fire Away.
Yes, absolutely. Donations. Go to the website, lunaticradio.com, and select from one of the options, even a recurring amount, or simply just give whatever you feel. Anything and everything is appreciated and helps pay for any of the expenses for the show and helps us keep going and, not have to dig out of our pockets. And we appreciate, again, anything you can give.
Right. So give a shit and give us a donation.
Well, give money. Don't give a shit.
Oh, right. I can go on about that one. So log on to the lunaticradio.com website if you would be so kind and give us a donation. It would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes.
From the lunaticradio.com show.
Attention! Blonde girl who lives adjacent from me on the second floor. My name is Kieran. I am single. Please come down and have sex. Please come down and have sex. This is a message to the blonde girl who lives on the second floor. Apartment number, I don't know.
I hope that works.
Figured they come down and are like, oh, what the hell are you saying? And I'm like, I'm doing a radio show. Hey, come on in. Break the ice, Brock.
There you go. I like it. I like where your head's at. It's worth a try.
You were policing.
I'm playing chess. Right, I know. By the way, thank you to a gentleman named Chuck who just donated $100 on the GoFundMe page.
24 minutes ago as we're doing the show.
So it's still up?
I guess so. I just got it on my phone. I'm like, what? That's like I saw the indication at the top. I'm like, that's the GoFundMe. I was like, oh, they're probably telling me like about other things I could potentially donate to, and there it is.
Can you like never get them down?
Of course you can.
I can't. I guess it's just deleted. I can go on and just delete it. I'm gonna go do that. But thank you to Chuck. Fucking A. Chuck.
Hey, that's the way you can have.
What are you doing there, Leroy Jenkins? What is Rock on?
No, he was pointing at me, so I pointed back at him.
Oh,
and
let's see,
I give shout out to Josh Gogan from that last clip from the old show. I chatted with him around New Year's. I know that was a while ago now, but haven't really been on the show. So, what up, Josh? Nice to hear from him.
That was very interesting because he just gave me a phone call about last week, and I was like, "Hi, Josh, why are you calling?" He's like, I'm just randomly calling people on my phone now." I'm like, I had a nice conversation with him.
Chris Attai says, "Don't delete your GoFundMe page. Maybe that's a way you can have keep a
the donation page of sorts.
Yeah, just keep the show going.
Donations. I thought it was trash. Yeah. Tom Brady, Super Bowl week, Rock, coming up. I'm surprised we should be. I know you probably wouldn't want to go, but we should be down there in Atlanta on Radio Row, Rock, ripping shit up like we did at the new Media Expo out there in Ontario, California.
That would actually be pretty impressive if we could get tickets for that. But I mean, it's too late now. But I don't know.
I want to do Radio Row. I don't want to be on I want to do Radio Row because it'll be a mayhem if we were on there.
The closest we could get is the parking lot.
And Geo in the morning and fucking goddamn who's the other every dickbag who's the sports announcers on that Radio Row. And they're all just like, "Oh, what do you think about the 4-3 defense the Rams are gonna put?" Who gives a shit, fuckface? Ask real questions. Right?
Wow. What would be a real question?
Like
who the fuck you and why am I talking to you?
Why do you get to talk to me? Go.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of football, have you talked to that Jacksonville girl lately? Have you guys talked football at all?
Quit radio. She figured out very quickly that podcasting is not lucrative. I actually talked to her last week.
Oh, really?
No, not like that. It was actually radio talk.
Radio talk. That's what he says for everything. Radio talk.
Radio, yeah.
It's like Instagram catch-ups.
Yeah, it was an
Instagram. Oh, I see. Oh, so you didn't talk to her on the phone. Kieran just loosely uses the term "talk to" as if, like, most of us refer to that as like a phone call. But
I had an Instagram catch up with a mutual acquaintance of ours from a long time ago, Rock, the other day.
Oh, so you know somebody? Through her. That's pretty cool.
No. Of ours.
Oh,
we knew her name was Dara. I sent Dara an Instagram checkup. I said, "Nice dress. Your tits look great."
There you go.
And she liked it. Like,
oh God, I just want to be near Kieran like around 11:30 at night. He's got like a 6-pack of Coors Light, and he's just trolling the internet like, "Who can I contact tonight?"
Yeah, that happened on Friday night.
Yeah,
Rolodex. Who's getting it?
Who's gonna be the lucky lady to Skype up with this fella?
All right, here comes some thoughts.
It's like The Price is Right. The wheel, like when you go, Dara, it's you.
Hey, lucky one, Dara. Here we go. What do you got?
I'll send you a message. I'll do it again. Spin the wheel.
I'm liking pictures she posted like 3 years ago.
That is the worst.
That's deep diving into the Instagram account.
That's Russian hacking level.
You know when somebody fucking likes a photo of yours you took like 2 years ago, that person is fucking yeah. That person's taking an intermission from life and fucking stalking the shit out of you. Scroll. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah.
So did she get back to you?
Yeah, just with an LOL.
Yeah,
psycho.
yeah, that was like, No offense. Fuck off.
No means yes.
Right.
Fuck today.
Oh my god.
Tom Brady, Super Bowl week, Rock. We should be down there doing a radio row, but apparently Tom Brady had dropped the mic at a pro Patriots rally. 35,000 goddamn wicked goddamn I got a number. How do you like these apples? Fucking Bostonites showed up at the goddamn Foxborough Stadium.
It never gets old.
For 35,000 for just a rally. Like they came up, they went on the stage with Tom Brady said this and dropped the mic, and that was it.
Here all the way down to Atlanta. We're still here. 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 We're still here.
Here you go, drop it in mic.
That's pretty impressive.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know why he's chanting "We're still here."
Yeah, where did they go?
Everybody thought they were gonna fall off this year.
Is that what it was?
I predicted that. I was like, hey, they're done. They're friend.
You can never at this point. It's like you can't. That would be betting against the odds. You have to bet for it. It's silly not to at this point.
There was so much drama before. Like you remember, like Belichick and all that.
There's always some bullshit. They're so consistently good. You're foolish not to. If you were to lose, if you put money on the Patriots and you lost, no one would think you were wrong because they're perennials to go to the Super Bowl. Like it would be silly to go against anyone who picked the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Like that's silly.
Did you hear about the 10-year-old kid that had a science fair project about Tom Brady? Is Tom Brady a cheater?
Cup of dirt. I call this the cup of dirt.
Big yellow one, the thun.
He did the old Deflategate deal where he like let some air out of the football, see how accurate they'd be and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
Interesting. No, I did not
By the
know
way,
that.
Just in time.
Shout out to Billy Chan in the chat room. Wow, it's the first time able to listen to the show live. Hello from New Zealand.
Hello. What are we doing?
Hello from New Zealand.
No, he's saying to see the show live.
To see the show. So what time is it there, Kieran?
It's in the future, Rock.
Oh, wow.
I believe it's Wednesday.
They're big on their rugby down there.
That's why Billy hasn't seen the show live. He's at the wrong day.
New Zealand, they're the All Blacks. Don't, Kieran. Don't. Come on, the rugby team.
All black?
Yeah, they always wear the black outfit, and then they do the that chant because they're all Samoan and shit.
I don't want to know what the chant is.
Oh, you never seen that? Like, there's that Samoan chant is pretty insane. It's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
I feel very uncomfortable watching it.
Looks like they're all fucking like constipated and have to take shits.
Billy says
that's what Samoan dances look like to me.
Billy says it's three.
And then they do
See, that's racist. That's racist right there.
That's not racist. It's retarded. Your dance is retarded. That's what I'm saying.
Billy says it's 3 p.m.
Fucking
Monday.
goddamn
3
tradition.
p.m. on Monday.
And he says usually at work we have sheep.
Huh?
I'm
Well,
not
they're
sure.
New Zealand, so they have to take care of the sheep today.
I guess.
Is that the country where the young kids bang the sheep to learn how to have sex? Or is that some other country? Could be wrong. Shot in the dark,
It's worldwide.
John D. Noodle, I have a question about the whole Super Bowl thing. Isn't that kind of boring? Because from the outside looking in, it seems like
The same three or four. Yeah.
4 teams. Yeah, well,
Nah, it's not usually like that. It's only fucking Patriots have been doing
Mm.
that.
oh, it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. in Germany. We got a lot of people listening from around the world. We got Benjamin, we got John D. Noodle, we got
Billy Chan.
We got Belgium, Germany, and New Zealand checking in, Rock.
That's pretty impressive. See, Karen, because Leroy and I took some time off. We come back and we bring in everybody.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, good.
Good for you. Good for you.
Good for you fucking guys.
But yeah, it gets a little redundant, but I mean, like the Rams, it's nice to see the Rams, I guess, there. I guess.
I'm pretty sure Kieran needs to split that $100 donation, about $33.33 to all of us, right?
I like that. I like what that guy's saying over there.
I'm your bag of shells, Rock.
Bag of shells. Karen's
He's like, fuck you.
This is my money. This is my money.
We're gonna have a meeting after the show. Clearing house.
I won't be back next.
I'm gonna be like that Billy McFarland from the fire fire documentary where he's like, yeah, everybody, you're no longer gonna get paid, but you're not fired.
Right.
What? So we're fired.
That
Billy.
money's covering incidentals.
Did you watch the? I don't want to get into it, but did you watch the fire documentary?
No,
Rock?
I did not. I'm sorry. Not yet. But
another
it would be like Milton.
Another documentary I watched. I don't even know if I can explain this.
Oh,
but
the
I have
fire
some more.
documentary?
No, it's called Abducted in Plain Sight.
Oh, so we're not going to talk about the fire documentary.
No, I'm talking about Abducted in Plain
Oh.
Sight. I did the fire thing already.
Oh, what'd you do? That Friday or Wednesday?
It was a Wednesday show.
Oh, it's a Wednesday show conversation. That's good. Chris would be good with that.
Because Oasis was supposed to.
What do you
go
talk
to
about on the
Friday.
Friday show?
The money is going
Bone
to
Thugs
Kieran
and Harmony. I'm sorry.
Right now you can pay for that.
What are you
tax.
doing? What are you doing?
Well,
You're trying to start radio work between two shows that I host.
What do you say?
How the fuck am I going to do that? What am I going to get on the mic on Wednesday? Go, yeah, that Kieran from Friday really is a fucking prick. And then on Friday, I'm going, fuck the Sunday show. Kieran's a real fag.
That reminds me, I got to text Chris after the show about what TJ said about him. So I gotta alert Chris.
Well, TJ did come into the show one day carrying a gun.
Right.
A little different.
I don't know.
think he
Listen,
doesn't
TJ's got a gun, but I would not want to get on the bad side of Chris. I feel like all he's got to do is like this, and suddenly you disappear.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed.
I put a new pizza oven in the
I'm
comedy.
not happy with this situation. We're gonna have to take care of it.
The pizza oven gets up to 15.
And then you never see TJ again.
Hey, let me tell you, Rock, things are just not going to work out for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, Abducted in Plain Sight. It's the story of a young lady named Jan Broberg, who was abducted by her neighbor, Robert B. Birchtold. Now, Robert B. Birchtold had a family, wife and kids, and met the Broberg family, which Jan was a part of, at the Church of Latter-day Saints. Rock, do you know what that is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
They're like
it's,
born-agains, right?
Mormons.
Mormons, right.
The morons go. Mormons go. The Mormons, the Mormon church, you know. And
what state was this in?
Utah.
Utah. Give me two.
Yeah. So Robert B. Birchtold, and they became friends. Robert B. Birchtold's family became friends with the Brobergs, and
isn't that a show on ABC, the Brobergs?
Oh, I don't know.
Goldbergs.
Yeah.
And you know, they'd have family get-togethers. They spend like holidays together, like Thanksgivings and Christmases together. And Robert B. Birchtold, the kidnapper guy, who eventually becomes a kidnapper guy, develops an obsession for his the Broberg's daughter Jan, who's 12 years old. And this is just a fucking bizarre story. There's so much shit that happens in this kidnapping story that I probably just can't even explain it to you. But I do have clips from. I'll just put it to you blatantly this way: he kidnaps the kid, tells the kid that she's an alien, and that her dad's not really her dad, and that her objective on this planet is to have a baby with Robert B. Birchtold, who's 40 years old. He's 40 years old. She's 12.
Oh.
He kidnapped her to Mexico and married her. He told the parents when he was in Mexico, I kidnapped your daughter and I married her. I want you to write a letter. They're in America, obviously. I want you to write a letter saying that that allows me to return back to the United States and allows me to marry your daughter once I get back into the United States, because American law doesn't recognize the Mexican law with marriage. And they were like, okay. This is a bizarre thing.
They agreed to it.
They agreed to it. Yeah, they agreed to it. Aside from that.
Why? Just to get her back in the States?
This guy Birchtold, got so in deep with the Broberg family before he kidnapped Jan that the father of Jan, Mr. Broberg, gave him hand release. Gave him hand release in his own car. I shit you
This is
not.
on Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, here's the apparently, they were such good friends. Berchtold and the Broberg family became such, really connected friends that apparently Berchtold, the kidnapper, went to Broberg, Father Broberg, and was like, hey, buddy, I'm really stressed out. At the time, he was fighting with his wife, and his wife wouldn't give him sex. So he's like, hey, let's take a ride. So they both get in the car and they go for a ride. And he parked, like Berchtold parks the car, and he asked, hey, man, I just need to have sex. Would you mind giving me hand release? Here's Broberg, the father of Jan, explaining this whole situation. Here it is. Wow. This is the first thing that I found so bizarre about this whole fucking documentary.
Mr. Berchtold was very knowledgeable in the sexual field, but he did not have a good relationship with his wife sexually. One day, he came in the store, and I could tell that he was extremely disturbed. He says, are you free? Let's go for a ride. He says, I cannot stand my wife. I need to have sex. I could see that he was sexually aroused. He says, oh, can you give me some relief? We were laughing, and he said, oh, Bob, it's just kid stuff, and I've got to have relief. So I was dumb enough to reach over and relieve him in an act of masturbation.
You know what would come in?
I did the worst thing I've ever done.
What do you think about that?
Why did he do it?
See, that's where you wish you had.
I don't know.
Your jizz sounder,
like an FBI agent.
You know what I mean?
I know. And I know.
Shouldn't have thrown it up.
An FBI agent.
Sorry.
Hold on. Let me go back in the audio and let's see if I can cue up Rock for his.
He said, oh, Bob, it's just kid stuff, and I've got to have relief. So I was dumb enough to reach over and relieve him in an act of masturbation. I did the worst thing I've ever done.
I have a warehouse full of cock. It's great being gay.
You talk. Give me two.
I'm your huckleberry.
I'm your uncle.
All right, so this story, this happened after the Brobergs noticed his wife.
Weeknights on ABC.
They noticed that Berchtold has had a infatuation with their 12-year-old daughter Jan. So somehow it's just bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
Mr. Broberg knows that this Berchtold guy is infatuated with his 12-year-old daughter, yet he gave Berchtold hand release in the car. No. He's married.
I'm glad I didn't watch this.
No, it's great.
No, it's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Okay, so a lot of shit happens. I can't, there's so much stuff that happens.
The best part,
completely bizarre.
What's the best part?
When they got in the car and they were like, hey, can you release? That's what Kieran's bringing himself for one reason. And
it's just bizarre shit.
Here's
it's
another,
bizarre.
You and Rock are really, really close friends, right?
Yeah.
So I think what he's trying to insinuate that if you guys ever get into a car in the future,
well,
and he might need.
Well, obviously, help. What am I going to do? Got to help a guy out.
Right.
Dare I say, lend a hand?
You don't have to.
Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
So did they actually bring this girl back because they were trying to get her back? They agreed to bring him back. Like, remember he said, like, sign a piece of paper and all that shit?
now I'm
All right,
back.
let's hear it. Go for it.
So the father gives the hand release to Berchtold in the car, right? Then
this was before the abduction?
This is before the abduction.
Okay, go ahead.
So apparently, I believe he abducts her in the he abducts her after that, takes her like to Mexico. I think the Mexico thing happened. He returns, and then Berchtold, the kidnapper guy, somehow he isn't indicted because the family writes a letter to the court saying, hey, we knew that he was taking Jan to Mexico. We knew that he was going to marry her. It's all right. So he gets out of all of his indictments and charges for kidnapping. But it was court ordered that he had to go see a counselor to deal with his obsession with young children.
Right.
So he goes to California to see some psychologist about his obsession with Jan. And the psychologist says to him, the psychologist gives him tests to do to, cope with fucking having this obsession with children. So he goes to Berchtold, then goes to the father of Broberg and asks him, hey, do you mind if I know I kidnapped Jen? Do you mind if I fucking spend time with her? Do you mind if I sleep in the bed with her at night and listen to these therapeutic tapes that I made for myself? This is a clip from Abducted in Plain Sight. I know it's very confusing. There's so much shit. You're not going to get like the gist of this from me, but I'm just playing some random clips from the documentary just so you can get a snippet of how weird this is.
When he came home, he had to tell Bob and I that he was being treated for the abuse he suffered as a child.
He said, now, Bob, this will probably floor you.
This is Berchtold telling the Broberg family that he had sex with his aunt when he was 4, which I didn't even know was possible.
I had sex with an aunt when I was 4 years old. It just blew my mind. He said to me, Bob, part of my therapy is to just spend some time alone.
This is the voice of Jan's father. Now listen to this.
With your daughters, would you mind? And I said, well, no. And he says, you can call.
Listen, let me go back again.
He said to me, Bob, part of my therapy is to just spend some time alone with your daughters. Would you mind? And I said, well, no. And he says, you can call the doctor and ask him to explain it to you if you want to. And I said, oh, I trust you.
This is crazy.
Isn't that insane?
It really is. I don't.
This guy sounds like he should be in jail. The guy is.
No, the Broberg family they just seem really gullible. Like completely gullible and just oblivious to evil in the world.
Right. Wow.
After Jan had gone to bed, he just lay down by her.
Would you ever? No, would anybody in the world ever let this happen?
This guy's an idiot.
Neither one of us was comfortable with him doing it, but it
That's the mother of Jan.
was part of his therapy.
It's part of his therapy. I don't think so.
The waves in the background, and she starts caressing you a little faster now, and you can.
Now this is the sound of the tape recordings he made. Now he would listen to these in headphones as he's laying next to the 12-year-old girl Jan in their house. While they're in the house.
Yeah, right.
He's listening. Yeah, listen to this.
Feel it, and it feels so good. Feels so good. She's caressing you very rapidly now, and you can feel it very rapidly. It feels good, and you listen for the waves. You feel the warm, soft blanket, and the blanket smells good.
They were duped in a terrible, terrible way. Well, our investigation determined that the guy was not a licensed psychologist. He had his license revoked.
Yeah, so it wasn't even a psychologist after all.
This is so bizarre, man.
Yeah. My next note is father being colossal fucktard about Berchtold pedo and his daughter. So I don't know what this clip is.
I never had an inkling that he had sexual designs on Jan. We weren't.
After all that, he never had an inkling that he had sexual desires for his 12-year-old daughter.
We weren't really sure.
Go ahead.
I thought he said sexual design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sexual designs. That's very
Sexual designs.
that's a creepy wording.
Yeah.
Sexual
Did he say that?
designs.
Sexual designs. Ooh, yes. I should go with that. Should
Chris
be in
thinks
my
he's got a
DMs.
sexy voice. So
that should be in my DMs. Hey man, I got sexual designs on
yeah,
me.
that's
Hey,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had an inkling that he had sexual designs on
Designs.
Jan. We weren't really sure even then what a child molester was, you know. And I tell you, I don't know how we could have been so gullible when there were so many red flags. But I didn't see the red flags.
He just trusted the
He
guy.
didn't see the red flag.
I found the Roberts to be naive.
You think?
That's bizarre.
Fucking insane. Dude, this documentary is insane.
Really
Rock. If you
crazy, man.
This Birchtold guy, from the time he was 40 to the time he ends up killing himself. But like for about fucking 50 years, he's obsessed with Jan. For 50 years. In and out of jail, various times. He kidnaps her twice. Twice! The second time, he drives her to California and fucking enrolls her in a Catholic school or something.
When did this happen? When did this all take place?
It's like the 80s or some shit. Can't pull this shit off nowadays. All right, here's the ones that
It's just hard to like comment on this stuff because it's just so creepy and it's like, you know.
Oh, you know, it's not like it's amazing how like oblivious like
yeah. I mean, there's
like,
stupid
him.
people here. I mean, that's the problem. You're dealing with people who are just so oblivious. So that lets this stuff happen.
Jan kidnapped to Mexico in RV, believed she was abducted by aliens, relieved to see Birchtold in RV. Fucking insane. That's my, here we go. This is
doesn't the I mean, I'm not a religious scholar, but don't the Mormons believe in kind of like aliens are coming back or something like that?
Well, I guess that's the reason why this all makes sense.
That sounds like comments from a religious scholar over here. Hold on.
It's either more. I know Scientology is quite like that, right?
This is the voice of Jan, who now is older. She's like in her probably late 40s, maybe early 50s, and this is her explaining her getting kidnapped and waking up in the RV in Mexico.
I woke up. It was dark. I had the sensation that I was moving, but I was laying on a bed. My wrists and my ankles both had straps around them. I couldn't move. This monotone voice kept talking in my ear. It looked like a little white intercom looking box that I could see to the side of my pillow. And I immediately thought I'd been kidnapped by a UFO.
Just crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
So
fucking
weird.
insane.
So weird.
Really deep sleep.
It's like manipulation, big time.
Yeah.
I woke up
Brainwashing.
again. The restraints were off.
I don't know what's up with the
I had been informed by the aliens, Zeta and Zethra were their names.
She sounds.
That I actually.
Oh no, she sounds kooky as fuck.
Who, this lady Jan?
But when she's
sounds like normal.
Well, yeah.
She sounds like she's.
But when she was 13, she literally believed all of this was.
Well, right.
She was an,
Well, you know, very.
This would be under like the category of like sci-fi. It's not even like a documentary.
She eventually writes a book about this whole thing. Like became like a bestseller.
What was the name of the book? What the fuck?
Sexual
was
design.
heart
Sexual
or
design.
my mother was my biological mother, but my father wasn't actually my biological father. I had a father from this alien planet. I was in the middle of a Christmas story that I'd heard every year since I was a child, that, Joseph was like my dad, he took care of Jesus, but really the father of Jesus was God the Father. The mission was that I was to have a child that would save the alien planet by the time I turned 16.
So it's like
The box said if I couldn't perform the mission, they had a backup plan. That was my sister Susan, that she was also half alien, half human, and that she would be taken.
Yeah, I know this is all confusing, but here's another tidbit also from the documentary. Birch told the kidnapper guy also has sex with the mother. So not only did he get a hand release from the father, has sex with the mother after all of this, after the kidnapping and everything. The second kidnapping, even after the second kidnapping, he bangs the mother in order to get back with Jam or get back with Jan in the good graces. It's fucking insane.
This is great. I kind of wish you that we talked about the Firefly documentary.
Well, Ja Rule's a complete moron. That's all I
That was
found out.
something.
I
don't know. This is
remember that one.
bizarre, man. What a creepy, it's a creepy, crazy world we live in. And I mean, this is just a slice of it. And it's a scary, creepy slice, man. I am not into it.
Birch told indicted for
Like
kidnapping.
that girl that just, was rescued because the guy, he murdered the parents. I think it was I don't know where it was exactly.
Oh, Danny Cross or something, right?
Yeah. And, he just was like, he spotted her one day and be like, yep, I'm taking you. And he goes and kills the parents.
He befriended, he worked with her parents at some factory for like a day.
It's crazy.
Probably to get like the keys or something.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's very bizarre, man. It's fucked
And then
up.
thankfully she got out and that woman found her and took her in and got her. But that poor girl, man, she's like fucked up for life. Like her parents are dead. She was abducted for months.
That's true, yeah.
How do you, I mean, she's apparently in good spirits, but I don't get, or like that, you heard about the woman in New Mexico who was like a vegetable and she was impregnated and had a kid?
No, that was in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, sorry. What was I thinking?
A couple miles away. It's called the New Mexico, and well, that's next to us. So it's whatever.
Right, it was Arizona. Sorry. Well, yeah, just add it to the Arizona news stories. Yeah, like that.
She was a vegetable, and he thought she was the cucumber, so he figured he could have at it. That was. Oh boy, I felt that one. That made my heart fucking skip a beat. That last fucking line. Yeah. I got a message from Chuck who just donated $100 to us.
Just now?
Yeah.
After listening to
Karen,
that story, I'll be like, give me my money back.
Hey, Kieran, I'm a little behind listening to the podcast. I sent something as soon as I heard on the 11:30:18 show. Just wanted to let you know this that you have the best show I've ever heard listening since the early 2000s. The toughest 2 years of my years when you guys took off.
Wow.
Don't ever do that again. You are a rare talent and very much appreciated. I don't do Facebook and I can't be around for the live shows, but listen to every minute eventually. Your passion is pure gold. Keep it up.
Wow, that's really kind words.
Dude,
thank you, Chuck. Chuck from
right.
Chuck. Thanks, Chuck.
That's
very nice.
That YouTube page that you put up or the GoFundMe thing must have like popped up to like the newest thing, and people are like clicking on that and going, "Holy shit, he's in need. We got to help him out." In need, right?
Constant need. Look at the size of him.
It's true. I agree with that.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. I'm not going to play more clips of this. It's so fucking confusing.
Yeah.
So what are we up to? $66?
Yeah, something like that.
I
don't know. How many beers did he buy?
Oh, I got 3 beers in there.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Frosty Cold.
Yeah. Well, watch Abducted too. I have more.
Think
clips,
about
but
it.
I think the more. Yeah, no, you should. It's fucking insane, dude.
It sounds
I
really
can't
creepy.
watch it. I ended up watching it the whole thing, and I'm going, man, this doesn't even seem real. And the fact that this kidnapper guy, like, put him in fucking jail.
Yeah.
Hardly any. And he was constantly in court on these kidnapping charges.
Well, they've been
And he can-
they've been vouching for him the whole time. Like they're like, no,
that's the craziest thing about it. And eventually, you know, the mother and the daughter Jan, when Jan got older, they wrote a book about this whole thing, like I mentioned. And then the Birchtold guy came back into their lives after 30 years of being absent from it and started harassing them at their book signing.
It's so bizarre. So fucking
To the
weird.
point where like Jan had to get like a motorcycle club to like be her bodyguard.
Wow.
And the guy ended
that
up
was all part of the plan.
and the guy was assaulted by like actually confronted by the motorcycle club guys. And he like tried to run one over with his car. And that's when he finally got like some real charges against him because he had a gun in the car he was driving.
So what's the name of the show again?
Abducted in Plain Sight. You have to watch
in
it.
Plain Sight.
Abducted in Plain Sight. Yeah.
Hey, Rocky,
it's on Netflix.
You were talking about how like but this the effect that people have to go through this stuff in life. Like there's the R. Kelly people and all these situations that affect them for the rest of their lives. And there's always you seen Rock. You watched that? You have a Viceland, right?
Oh, sure.
You watched that Kentucky ayahuasca show ever?
What is that about?
No.
There's this guy in Kentucky that does these ceremonies with ayahuasca, which is like a tea made from two plants in South America.
Mm.
And it's basically a psychedelic that helps people see, like, helps their inner, how people dwell on the past and they can't go forward anymore. They kind of get blocked up just for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, this ayahuasca stuff is like he's apparently a shaman who was an ex bank robber. That's very weird.
I have
you have to check it out, Rock.
Jungles of Peru.
Kentucky
I just
ayahuasca.
found this
This is an ayahuasca ceremony?
Oh, that's not Kentucky ayahuasca. That's just
usually West Virginia.
Yeah.
When I hear a new word, I'm like,
ayahuasca takes place.
What is that?
Mainly.
I've heard the word ayahuasca, but I never even thought of it.
I never heard of it. That's news to me.
And the spelling of it's not how it.
Look up the Kentucky ayahuasca.
Kentucky ayahuasca.
Because this guy used to be
Sounds like a type of grass you get. Grass seed. Yeah, I put that Kentucky ayahuasca down. It really comes up nice.
Yeah, dude, they're doing great. No fertilizer, nothing.
The internet doesn't know how to spell it. Taking ayahuasca to heal addiction and depression. Full episode. Viceland.
Yeah, it's on Viceland.
Kentucky ayahuasca. This is 44 fucking minutes.
Yo, I gotta end the show soon.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. Yeah,
maybe save it for next week.
No matter what I do,
I don't know. It's 40
Yeah, save it.
Gotta cut it up.
Just watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Kentucky ayahuasca.
Usually the ayahuasca ceremonies take place in South America by like shamans.
Mm.
And he's like claiming that when he was in prison, somebody told him about this shit, and he became a shaman. And he does it in Kentucky because I guess there's some laws there that
Get over here, gotta do that ayahuasca shit.
So
no, hold on.
It's something like that.
All right,
I think we're good.
Chris is pissed.
Rocket's
why is Chris pissed?
He said Sunday gets to do 2 hours. He's fucking pissed.
Oh, why? Why is the Wednesday show not 2 hours?
You cut him off at like
Dude,
an hour and a half.
An hour in fucking 40 minutes, Chris. All right, if you want to do 2 hours, we do 2 hours. But the last half hour, I'm sleeping. All right, thank you to Rock for coming back to the radio show. There you
Thanks.
You got a couple of people to thank in the once again.
Watch Abducted in Plain Sight. Thank you to Leroy Jenkins.
You gonna watch that, Rock?
Yeah, no, it's a good one, man.
No,
watch.
Definitely
It's a good one. All right, then fuck you guys. Thank you to Chris Italia. Thank you to TJ DeMayer. Thank you to John D. Noodle in the chat room. Thank you to Chuck. What was it? Chuck
D?
Chuck Netherton? And who was the guy from
Billy Chan?
Billy Chan.
Billy Chan. There he is.
Was this show dedicated to anybody?
Thank you to Chuck Mueller.
Yeah, did you stop the dedications, man?
It was because there would have been the whole year of dedications.
Yeah,
Thank you to
like-
everybody that donated on the GoFundMe page.
You can't stop.
Thank you to everybody that donated on the GoFundMe page. I appreciate it
Benjamin
from the
Timmons.
bottom of my heart. Yeah.
Cool teacher again.
Follow us on the. What are you doing?
Cool teacher checks in like one time, right? She'll throw like a boom in the chat room.
Yeah.
And she bounces.
Yeah, she goes.
She pulls a Tom Brady.
These three people shows are the best, reminiscent of the good old days.
Ah, the good old days.
Word up. Then when we had titties in the basement, Rock.
Oh yeah, in the snowstorm.
Were you the one that booked that? Because I couldn't figure it out.
Of course I did.
Yeah, fucking Rock.
Cool teacher's there.
Get
She's
the
in the
old
chat
strong
room.
cone.
Cool teacher's in the chat room.
I still will never forget the day she called me randomly, like leading up to Halloween. It was like after the show, long after, months after, and she asked me to hang out, and like I didn't because I was like seeing some girl. I was like, I didn't feel comfortable.
What would have happened?
I would have never. I wouldn't be existing right now if I went that night.
You think you would have died?
Yeah.
Died or wound up in like some shithole.
Yeah, I'll try that Coke.
Some like
You know?
shithole in the San Fernando Valley. You know.
Yeah, right.
You know, just this version of me would not exist today if I followed through with that phone call. I'm confident of it.
Yeah,
my life would be completely different.
She was hot though.
I mean, Kate Frost, right? Yeah.
Yeah. She was on that Naughty America. Oof. Hello.
That was the weirdest thing. I remember exactly. I was in the supermarket and I got the call because I had her because we were, she was in my phone and she called and I was like, this has to be wrong. And I picked it up, of course. She's like, what are you doing? You want to hang out? I'm in Manhattan. No, I can't.
What was it? Mid-afternoon?
No, I mean well, I remember it was nighttime because it was October. I remember it was around Halloween.
I gotta go to Long Island do a radio show with Karen.
I can't.
I'm shopping for groceries right now.
I'm at Stop and Shop. I can't.
I don't have snow tires on the car yet.
Great deal of some Gatorades.
The 2-for-1s. How could I pass that up?
Can't come into the city and hang out with your beautiful titties or anything. I gotta do some food shopping.
That was the thing though, because part of me was thinking that, and then the other part is like that guy, the Brutus, that big guy, whatever his name was.
Yeah, the fucking. Didn't he say like he worked for Howard Stern?
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, that was my other part. Like I would have like been there, and he would have been like right next to me the entire night,
right?
Potentially,
or sitting outside in his goddamn Escalade.
Yeah.
Hey,
bleeding.
Billy Chan wants Cool Teacher to host a show, and I agree.
I agree as well.
A Cool Teacher has to go to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting for 6 months before she.
Karen.
I like Cool Teacher in the chat room. She gives me great gems.
He's like, I like her in the chat room. In the chat room.
Do a Tuesday show with Cool Teacher.
Oh, a Tuesday show.
How about I do a 24-hour show for everybody? You just keep on going and just
leave it live.
Yeah,
Leave
just
it
leave
live.
it running.
Like
Follow your life. Girls make a lot of money doing that.
This is a 30-hour-a-week job.
Look how pissed off he gets.
Well, I made $100 this week.
Isn't it great to piss him off?
Huh?
This is awesome.
I hate
this
when
is the
you
part
piss me.
about the show that I love the most.
I know.
Pissing Kieran
Plus
off.
Terrible. I think he should just have a live cam in his apartment and just.
It's funny. We haven't hit the mark of the show where Leroy calls me a piece of shit. Feels like it's coming.
I don't think I've ever called you a piece of shit.
You did one time.
Oh, maybe I did.
You
Yeah,
did
one time.
once.
I was like,
Piece of shit. You're a real piece of shit. It's so guttural. It's terrible.
I was trying to end the show, Rock, but we got.
I know, but I now really think you need like a live cam just constantly airing in your apartment just to see you every day.
You know what makes up for him being a real piece of shit?
You know what? I'm gonna charge that prime rate at 11 p.m.
There you go.
He'll look out for things like such as he'll pick up trash on the side of the road like when he sees it. So like he's taking back those piece of shit points. You know what I mean?
That's right. The shit points.
That's not a piece of shit.
Oh, there's your show title. Shit points.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Other than when I asked the hot blonde out who lives adjacent from me on the second floor, come down and have sex.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a lovely. Valentine's Day's coming up, Rock.
Sure.
I need a date.
I need a date. All right. Well, thanks everybody. This was a great show.
It's like shut it down.
Thank you, Rock. We'll see you in March, right?
Exactly.
Next scheduled show date. Try to make it back before Patty's Day.
Yeah, 2021.
Thank you to Leroy Jenkins. Thank you to Rock for doing the program.
Thank you.
This is your show. It's weird when you don't.
It is. It is weird without Rock, for sure.
Really? No, I don't think of it that. I think it's great when Kieran does a show like Kieran, with Chris and TJ and you.
I do agree with you.
Did you just say? I think it's great when Kieran does a show to do the show because I don't have to do it. No, this is fun. This is fun.
It is fun. I like the show with Chris. I honestly, I think it's very good. Because Chris knows.
Coming soon.
What about the Friday show, Rock? It's very energetic.
It is.
Yeah, it's fun. A lot of people interact with that one.
It is. But like TJ's there, so it's being in like next to you and in the same room is a lot different than when you got to do it, over Skype or Google Hangouts or whatever. So that's why I'm mentioning with Chris, because it's not that easy. So it's a different when you're just in the room with somebody. I mean, now having done it for so many years with you in the room and then having to do it this way, it's terrible in comparison, to be perfectly honest. But we do it. It's still fun. It's still fun, but it's definitely not the same.
One day you guys
relieve him in an act of masturbation.
One day that'll happen.
That's right. We'll be in the car, but Kieran will be like, "Can we,
Kieran's like, "You like my car? It's a Kia."
Yeah.
On this Friday night's LR show,
reach over and relieve him in an act of masturbation.
That's gonna be a great
There's
segment.
Kieran's new. He's gonna add that to the soundboard.
Yeah, all right, cue that one up. All right, thank you everybody for checking out the lunaticradio.com show, and I'll see you on Wednesday with Chris Italia, and who gets the final word? You guys get the final word. Rock, final word.
See you when I see you.
That's a lot of words. Leroy Jenkins, your final word?
You really want it?
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit.